Hi, I'm Robert. Welcome back to another on the road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop. Before you begin any repair, unplug the appliance from the wall outlet. It is also recommended that you check for proper voltage. Hi, I'm Robert with ApplianceVideo.com. Today we're going to be installing a water valve on this Kenmore dishwasher. We determined the water valve is bad on the previous trip. The screen is actually clogged with sediment and calcium, and it is not cleanable. So we're going to replace it. I'll start by shutting off the water supply to the dishwasher. To complete this repair, you will need a 1/4 inch nut driver, a painter's tool, vice grips, and a pair of linesman's pliers. We're going to start by removing the 2 1/4 inch screws on the kick plate to remove the kick plate and get it out of the way. And then we'll grasp both sides of the kick plate and slide it out from underneath. And with the kick plate removed, we have clear access to the water valve. And just in case there's any water pressure there, we're going to put our towel underneath the supply line so that we can unscrew that. Generally, a 1/4 to a 1/2 turn on this type of a fitting, and then you should be able to continue unscrewing it by hand. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this single 1/4 inch screw. Now, once that screw is removed, we can now slide the water valve to the left, releasing the lock tabs, and we'll just push them straight through and let the valve assembly drop down. We have a spring clamp on the left side that needs to be backed off the hose. For that, I'm going to use my linesman's pliers. That way I can evenly squeeze the spring clamp. That way I can move it back. Once the spring clamp is moved back, we can pull the hose, the outlet hose, off of the valve, and they fit pretty snug, so I'm going to use my painter's tool, the rounded part, to just help me move that hose back off the valve. And we'll work it back and forth. Get a good grip on the hose. I'm going to disconnect the electrical so that I have a little bit more freedom of movement with the valve, and continue to push on either side of the hose to get it to slide back. And that should be enough for us to be able to finish wiggling it off by hand. And it was. Let our towel absorb the water, and the valve is removed. Now we're going to move the new valve into position so that we can reconnect the outlet hose, basically working directly in reverse of what we did prior. Wiggle it on as far as it'll go. Get our linesman's pliers and lock down on the clamp and move the clamp back into position. Most important thing with the spring clamp is you want to make sure that these two ends here meet up flush. Otherwise you'll have a leak. Next, we will plug in our electrical, which is simply Molex plug. Push it till it clicks. Now, we'll move the valve back over the water inlet connector and bring the two tab hooks through the front of the frame of the dishwasher. And slide it to the right. Now you can see your hole lines up with the other hole in the front of the frame to receive your 1/4-inch screw. We'll secure the valve in position with the 1/4-inch screw, and then we can reconnect the water inlet connector. Once the screw is secured, we're going to bring the hose bib of the inlet connector up to the threads of the valve and start to turn, and then we're going to screw the fitting on as tight as we can by hand, and then once it's as tight as we can get it by hand, we're going to finish it off with a 1/4 to a 1/2 turn with our vice grips. You want to get it to where it snugs up pretty good, but you don't want to over tighten, because if you over tighten, it'll leak. There we go. And the water inlet valve is installed. Now we can reinstall the kick plate. Now what I'm going to do is set the kick plate on the floor in front of the dishwasher, and I'm going to tilt it up as I slide it in. Alright, so this side is lined up on the left. We'll get a screw started in there, and then come over to the right side and get our screw started in there. And now we'll tighten down both screws. Now with both screws tightened down, we'll turn the water back on and test. Alright, so now I'm going to press normal and start. And that completes the repair on this Kenmore dishwasher. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.